I'm Rosie and this is my September TBR. I've gone for a little bit of a theme this month, which is completing series that I've currently got on the go. So I'm not going to be taking any books out of my TBR jar, as I've got plenty of other books to read that I'll probably fill up the whole month. There are a few books which aren't part of the series that I've currently got on the go, and those are review books and a book that I pulled out of my TBR jar a couple of months ago and just haven't been able to read yet, and I really want to get to it. So there's quite a few here, so I'm just going to jump right in and start showing you all of these books. The first book is Dreams of Gods and Monsters, which is the third book in the Daughter of Smoke and Bone trilogy. I adored the first two and it's taken me ages to just get this one, and I got this book at Yelp. I'm pretty happy that I can finally got it and I can finally read it and find out what happens at the end. It's a fairly long book, so I'm not sure how long it's going to take, but it's not the longest on my list. But it will mean that I've completed one of the series that I've been wanting to finish for ages, although I kind of don't want it to end because that means it's over. I'll just have to read them again. I then have Winter, which is the fourth and final book in the Lunar Chronicles series. This is by Marissa Meyer. This is the longest book. It's the biggest and the chunkiest, but also probably one that's quite easy to read as well. I've not read Fairest, but I'm not kind of including that in the series as it's just a little bit of an extra. So this will be the completing of the series and I'll read Fairest when I get around to it. But I'm quite looking forward to seeing how everything comes to an end, because it's been building up and I want to see more of Cress and Thorn, because who doesn't want to see more of the Cress and Thorn? So yeah, that'll be probably a weekend or even a week of reading, but I don't see anything wrong with that. I then have these three books from the Thursday Next series by Jasper Fforde. The first one is The Air Affair, and I really enjoyed that. It's about essentially being able to travel into books, which is basically the dream. I'm not entirely sure what order these go in, and I'm pretty sure there are further series related to this one at some point. I'm going to try and get through these three, but yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Two of these are charity books, so I think that's the second one, because I got the last two charity books. But they're quite fairly short and quite quick reads from what I remember of the first one, so hopefully it won't take too long to finish up these three. And the last of the series I'm hoping to complete this month is the Winner's trilogy. I read The Winner's Curse and quite enjoyed that, and I'm very much looking forward to Winner's Crime and The Winner's Kiss, which hopefully I'll get to as well. I'm not sure how long these will take, as the first one took me quite a long time to read, but I wasn't really in the mood for that kind of book when I read it, which is why I didn't really enjoy it as much as I thought I would, even though I did think it was good. So I'm quite hoping that I'll be able to get into these ones a little bit more if I'm in the right mood for them, and just complete the series, because I really want to finish it and find out what happens, because I really can't see how this is going to end at all. So those are the four series that I'm hoping to complete in September. It may be a challenge, but I'm going to try and get through as many as possible of those books, because it would be good, really good to just tick some of the series off of my list. I then have 4 books on my Kindle. My Kindle? It's upside down, you couldn't tell because there's no way to tell. And these are all review books, so I'll just run through them quite quickly. None of them are out yet, I don't think, but I may be wrong because I can't remember dates at all. The first one is A Wizard's Forge by A.M. Justice. That took me too many attempts to say, which I'm reading at the moment, so hopefully I'll be able to get through that quite quickly. I'm really enjoying it so far, it's so well written. Next I've got Rise of the Chosen by Anna Kopp, Stealing Snow by Danielle Page, and An Iron Cast by Destiny Soria. I'm sorry if I got that surname wrong, I can't read my own handwriting. I've got notes here with the authors on them, because I can't remember authors' names either, so sorry. But I don't really know much about any of those books at the moment, so I'm very much looking forward to reading all of them and reviewing them. For anyone interested, all the reviews I write are on my blog, which is linked to in the description below, and that has like reviews and thoughts about books and general bookish things. which might be interesting for you. It's also got a bit of a writing slant to it in some posts as well. But self-promotion, yay! But yes, those are going to be read on my Kindle, and I generally read these on the way to work. Then I have The Book of Lost Things by John Connolly. This is the book that I pulled out of my TBR jar ages ago and really want to get to. I'm off on holiday. I'm probably going to read this while I'm away because it seems like the kind of good book that you want to read on a little cottage somewhere in Wales, which is where I'm going. But yeah, I'm very much looking forward to this. It doesn't really fit with the whole series theme, but what can you do? I don't really want to put it off again just because I haven't got time, and yeah, I just want to read it. The last book is The Carnivorous Carnival, which is the, gosh, which one is it? The 9th book in the series of Unfortunate Events by Lemony Snicket. This is part of my Year of Unfortunate Events, where I'm rereading each book, one book a month for this year, and as it's September, I'm reading the 9th book. I'm at the point now where I think I don't quite remember the story, but it's also the story is picking up and not really following the same structure as the earlier ones. Things are coming much more to a head, and so it's a bit more entertaining and fun, and plus this book is purple, and you can't really go wrong with purple. Yeah, so those are the books I'm going to be reading in September, and I'm hoping I'll manage to read all of them, although you never know, especially since I've got a couple of quite long ones on here as well. But yes, I'm very much looking forward to reading all of them, and hopefully finishing off some series. So I will see you next time. Goodbye!